It's versus in a battle of who can scream louder and more aggressively. Hello ladies and gentlemen and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome to the very first Cinema Showdown Sunday. If you're new to my channel, the Cinema Showdown is when we pit two things in film against one another. We are going to be pitting Christopher Nolan's 2008 epic The Dark Knight versus James Mangold's masterful 2017's Logan. So we might as well start this battle off the first round with the tip of the spear, and that is the leads of the movie. We will start off with Logan, because this is by far Hugh Jackman's best performance of his entire career, and quite possibly the best performance of any solo superhero film to date. Jackman's performance is emotional, gripping, should have been nominated for an Oscar, and in my mind should have even won the Oscar. Now we switch over to The Dark Knight with Christian Bale's Batman. And although Christian Bale is one of the best actors working today, he's an incredible method actor, but I feel like his Batman, especially in this flick, he just doesn't have quite as much emotion as I would like him to have, and he definitely does not emit as much emotion as Hugh Jackman does in his final performance as Logan. Therefore, I'm going to have to give the first point in the first round to Logan. Round 2 is going to be the supporting cast. So right out of the gate, Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart, do I really need to say more? He returns once again as Charles Xavier and gives also what I believe to be an Oscar-worthy performance. He is emotional, he is sad, he's deranged, he's uplifting, he's hilarious, he is all of these things and so much more in one performance. And you have the first timer, or at least first feature film timer, the young up-and-comer Daphne Keane, giving a phenomenal performance herself. Absolutely blew my mind. This girl's crazy and I cannot wait to see her in more things. And then you also have the Munson family, which adds a nice touch of humanity to the story. Switch over to The Dark Knight. You have Michael Caine returning as Alfred Pennyworth, Bruce Wayne's butler. You have Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox, Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel, Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent / Two-Face, and Gary Oldman's definitive performance as Commissioner Gordon. Aside just from the name recognition, because we all know and love these actors and actresses, they also give some of the best performance a supporting cast has ever given in any superhero film ever. They're big names, and they prove why they are big names with absolutely stunning performances. I will have to say that the ensemble that was gathered together for The Dark Knight overpowers Patrick Stewart by this much, so round 2 is going to go to The Dark Knight. Round 3 is going to be the action in the movie, because they're superhero movies, so let's face it, for the most part, especially younger people, they're going to be here to see the action. The Dark Knight has some of the most beautifully shot and excellently executed action sequences in any superhero film to date. They are absolutely the definition of epic, especially those wide, mind-boggling IMAX sequences. Whew. Top friggin' notch. The Dark Knight has some of the best and most rewatchable action sequences in the last couple decades. But then you switch over to Logan, and we have a very different take. We have our very first hard R-rated, gory take on Wolverine, and this is the Wolverine movie we've always wanted to see. The action is intense, it's compelling, and it's super fast-paced and absolutely relentless. I cannot deny how much Logan's action sequences just get the adrenaline pumping in me. I never get sick and tired of them. I just watch clips on YouTube for how much I love the action sequences in this movie, so there's no way that I can snuff it of the round 3 points, so round 3 is going to be going to Logan. Coming in at round 4 is the villain of the movie. I really enjoy Boyd Holbrook's performances. I just love his character, his persona. Like, I really enjoy just the southern accent and his attitude. He's just like this snarky asshole. I absolutely love it, and I can't deny how many times I've gone around talking like him. And of course, you have his band of Reavers, but I feel like that's almost where the villains kind of end for me. And then we switch over to The Dark Knight, and we have Heath Ledger as the Joker. Need I really say more? Quite arguably the best villain in film history. Now, there could be a lot of people arguing that, but I doubt there's going to be that many, because it's legendary and iconic at this point, and it's only been a decade since it released. It was an Oscar-winning performance. I don't really have to express how much I love this character. The Joker is my favorite villain in any medium ever, and Heath Ledger brought a new take to the screen unlike any we've ever seen before. Just for the Joker alone, they definitely deserve this point, but you also have a few more villains on here that add extra layers to the film, so the villain category in round 4 is going to be going to The Dark Knight. So it all comes down to this, a 2-2 deathlock between Logan and The Dark Knight as we enter the final round. The final round is going to be the plot. Logan boasts a straightforward, beautiful tale of revenge and redemption. And although the tale is extremely emotional, it is a bit simplistic. I mean, if you really think about it, it's basically just an escort mission from point A to point B, and although a lot happens in between, which leads to a very, very well-made film, it is all in all very simplistic. And then you switch over to The Dark Knight, which has a lot of stuff going on, but it never feels too rushed that it's in too short amount of time, and it never feels too bloated like there's too much movie going on here. It's all fits in very nice, a perfect little fit. You have a lot of different arcs going on. You have Batman tracking down the Joker, and the Joker's whole ideology about anarchy, and lines like Michael Caine saying some men just want to watch the world burn. You have the whole thing going on where Aaron Eckhart says with the famous line, and this is something that carries throughout the rest of the series, how you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You have Aaron Eckhart's story the entire time as Harvey Dent, Gotham's White Knight, or his later turn into Two-Face. You have the Rachel Bruce dynamic, you have Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon storyline, and then you just have bigger moments in general like the opening bank heist, the whole hospital sequence, as well as the fairy finale. So I believe that just about gets across everything I have to say. So the final point in the winner is going to be The Dark Knight. So The Dark Knight has been crowned the winner, and if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know who you thought should have won this battle. And be sure to let me know what you want to see for the next Cinema Showdown Sunday. And be sure to check me out on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links will be in the description and at the end of the video. And be sure to check out my Instagram page every Friday for the Fan Vote Friday. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap. No matter who takes this bout, Rocky IV is still the best Rocky.